Imagine walking down a busy street in New York City, minding your own business, when suddenly, right in front of your eyes, a stranger is brutally run over by a truck. The accident is so violent that blood splatters all over your clothes. You are frozen in shock, but a handsome stranger rushes to your side, takes off his expensive shirt, and helps you clean the blood off your clothes. How would you feel if, just a few hours later, that exact same stranger offers you a deal that will change your life forever? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into one of the most twisted, dark, and mind-bending psychological thrillers of our time. Verity by Colleen Hoover. If you think you can guess the ending of this story, trust me, you are absolutely wrong. Today we will unpack a diary full of horrific secrets, a creepy house, and a truth so disturbing it will leave you shivering. Let's step into this dark world. Our protagonist is Lowen Ashley, a struggling broke writer who is on the verge of eviction. Right after witnessing that horrific accident, Lowen attends a massive publishing meeting. To her absolute shock, the man sitting across the table is the same stranger who helped her on the street. His name is Jeremy Crawford. Jeremy's wife, Verity Crawford, is a wildly successful best-selling author known for writing her novels from the unique perspective of the villain. However, due to a horrific car crash, Verity is now paralyzed, unresponsive, and living like a vegetative ghost in her own home. Jeremy offers Lowen a massive 6-figure contract to finish the remaining 3 books of Verity's hit series. Desperate for money, Lowen accepts. She has no idea she is walking straight into a living nightmare. To understand Verity's style and outlines, Lowen has to temporarily move into the massive Crawford estate to sort through Verity's chaotic home office. The moment Lowen steps into the house, she feels an overwhelming sense of dread. The atmosphere is heavy and suffocating. Verity resides in an upstairs bedroom. Her eyes are permanently open, but her body is completely lifeless. While staying there, Lowen learns about the family's tragic past. Jeremy and Verity had twin daughters, Chastin and Harper. Tragically, both died within a year of each other. First, Chastin died in her sleep at a beach party due to a severe allergic reaction. Then, just 6 months later, Harper tragically drowned in the lake right outside their house. Now, only Jeremy and their young son, Crew, are left, trapped in a house of grief. Lowen starts working in Verity's dark, unsettling office. One day, while digging through old files, she stumbles upon something hidden in a desk drawer. It is a typed manuscript, but it's not a novel outline. It is Verity's hidden autobiography, titled So Be It. Driven by curiosity, Lowen begins to read it, and this is where the real psychological horror begins. As Lowen reads the manuscript, she cannot believe her own eyes. Verity writes about her life with absolute, chilling honesty. She details her meeting with Jeremy and confesses that her love for him was bordering on a dangerous obsession. When she found out she was pregnant with the twins, she wasn't happy. She resented them because they took Jeremy's attention away from her. The manuscript contains highly disturbing entries. Verity admits that she tried to perform a self-induced abortion using a clothes hanger out of desperate hatred for the unborn babies. She failed, and the twins were born, but her resentment only grew. The ultimate horror drops when Verity describes the death of her daughter, Harper. She confesses that after Chastin died, she grew to despise Harper even more. One afternoon, when Jeremy wasn't home, Verity took Harper out on the lake for a boat ride and intentionally flipped the boat over. She actively let her own daughter drown, watching her take her last breath, and then lied to Jeremy and the police, pretending it was a tragic accident. Reading this, Lowen's hands start shaking. She realizes she is sleeping under the same roof as a literal monster. As the days go by, Lowen becomes deeply paranoid. She starts locking her bedroom door at night because she feels like the house is watching her. Strange, unexplainable things begin to happen. One day, Lowen glances up at the staircase and clearly sees Verity standing at the top, looking down perfectly normal. But when Lowen blinks, Verity is back in her wheelchair, lifeless. Another time, Lowen finds young Crew playing with a sharp kitchen knife, while Verity stares at him from upstairs without blinking, doing nothing to stop him. The moment Lowen screams and Jeremy rushes in, Verity is back to her catatonic state. Lowen becomes absolutely convinced. Verity is faking her paralysis. In the midst of this terror, Lowen and Jeremy find comfort in each other's grief. They fall deeply in love and cross the line into a passionate physical relationship. But Lowen is eaten alive by guilt, feeling like Verity is constantly watching them through the baby monitors or behind closed doors. Lowen knows she has to show Jeremy the manuscript, or Verity will eventually kill them both. The tension reaches a boiling point. Lowen can no longer handle the terror. She locks Jeremy in a room and forces him to read the horrific manuscript. Reading his wife's confession about murdering their daughter drives Jeremy into a blind, murderous rage. He storms upstairs into Verity's bedroom and grabs her by the throat. Seeing the pure fury in his eyes, Verity's facade completely breaks. She jumps out of bed and fights back, screaming. She was faking it the entire time. A violent struggle ensues. To protect Jeremy from going to prison for murder, Lowen helps him orchestrate the perfect crime. Together, they pin Verity down and forcefully shove food down her throat until she chokes to death in her own bed. To the police and doctors, it looks like a tragic natural accident where a paralyzed patient accidentally choked on her food. Months later, Lowen is pregnant with Jeremy's child. They sell the creepy estate and move away to start a beautiful, peaceful life. The nightmare is finally over. Or so they think. On their very last day at the old house, Lowen revisits Verity's room. Hidden deep beneath the wooden floorboards, she finds a sealed letter written by Verity, addressed to Jeremy. Lowen opens it, and the contents completely flip the entire story upside down. In the letter, Verity claims she loved her daughters fiercely. She reveals that the horrific manuscript Lowen found wasn't a diary at all. It was a chronic writing exercise. Her publisher had advised her to practice writing from the perspective of a psychopath to make her villain characters more realistic. It was all pure fiction. Verity writes that when Harper genuinely drowned in an accident, Jeremy found that fictional manuscript, believed it was real, and tried to kill Verity by choking her and crashing her car. Verity survived the crash, but knew Jeremy would finish the job if she ever woke up. So, to save her own life and protect her remaining son Crew, she spent months faking her paralysis, waiting for a chance to escape. Lowen drops the letter, completely frozen in horror. If the letter is true, Verity was an innocent victim, and Lowen just helped a man brutally murder his innocent wife. But if the letter is a lie, Verity was the most evil master manipulator to ever live. Lowen looks out the window at Jeremy playing happily with Crew. Realizing the truth will destroy them, she burns the letter. choosing to live in total darkness forever. So I ask you, the audience, who do you believe? Was Verity a monster mother? Or was Jeremy a psycho killer? Team manuscript or team letter? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you loved this twisted summary,